How's it going, guys? My name is Dave Play. I'm a full-time eBay reseller. In this video, I'm going to be sharing the biggest mistakes that I have made in my eBay career. I think this can help a lot of people out. I'm going to be a little vulnerable and share personal stuff that has happened to me, but I think it can help some people out. So if you guys can drop a thumbs up, comment, or consider subscribing for this information I'm going to share, let's get into it.
I get that cash and I flip it, yeah. I get that cash and I flip it, yeah.
Real quickly, I am doing a giveaway for this Harley Davidson jacket. I'm announcing the winner of the giveaway September 5th. If you guys want to enter to win, you guys have to follow the Instagram. That's all you have to do. Someone that follows me on the Instagram page will win the jacket. It's a $180 women's Harley Davidson jacket. And yeah, guys, let's get into the video. So I started off kind of selling and dabbling in with eBay since like 2014. My dad started doing eBay. He started buying storage units and then he got into eBay through that. But he put me on to eBay in about 2014. Started off with clothing. That was a very long time ago now, like about 10 years ago. That was my first introduction to eBay. And I stopped doing eBay when I got out of high school. I got out of high school in 2016, and then I pursued a career in like the oil field. I learned how to be a non-destructive tester. I learned how to inspect welds, and basically I did that for like 4 years. This is kind of a mistake and also a regret. I regret not starting straight out of high school doing eBay. That is one of my biggest regrets, but it is okay. I just wish I would have started because of like the what if, right? What if I just started doing eBay from the get-go? And we can't be crying about the what ifs. What we can do now is control the now. I'm doing eBay now, and now I can just try to be the best I can. If you guys are not doing eBay, right now is the best time because the past already happened, the futures hasn't even happened. So why not start now? If you guys can get into it now at any level, and you guys can make it whatever you want to make it, honestly. There's no limit to eBay, and right now is the best time to start. So if you guys are trying to start, you guys can follow me on here. I share tips and tricks and my personal experiences. And in this video, I'm going to share 2 more things that aren't pretty, but I feel like some people can learn from it. So if you guys are interested in more content like this, consider subscribing. All right, guys, so the second biggest mistake, this is actually a mistake and errors, but when I first started making a lot of money on eBay, naturally my instinct was I'm going to keep making more and more and more, and it doesn't really work out that way. So when I started making more, when I first hit my almost $50,000 a month, I was like, it's time to get a new truck, it's time to get a bigger house, and my personal expenses went higher. So I got really excited with the money I was making. There was plenty of extra profit for me to dump into that, and I thought by me doing that, I was going to be a little more comfortable. I was going to work better. I was going to be more motivated with those materialistic items. But really all it did was hinder my growth. Instead of dumping in that $1,000 car payment and the extra $1,000 on rent, $1,500 on rent, and I got a bigger warehouse too. So it was like an extra $3,000 a month extra to my personal expenses that I was dumping pretty much by profits from eBay. Instead of leaving the profits there and investing those $3,000 to more product and more growth on the business, I was dumping into my personal life, and that hindered my growth a lot, guys. I'm not even gonna lie. That was not the time to do that because I was just about to start taking off. That stopped me from getting to the next level for sure, no doubt about it. I don't know if a lot of people, I think a lot of people probably go through this, that they have one big bank account and the eBay money goes in there, and the money for food comes out, and the money for the children's stuff and the money for Hulu comes out of the business account, and there's kind of no blueprint on how to do eBay. So I kind of just did what everyone kind of does. They have one account and you pay the rent with that one and the eBay stuff, and you buy more product with it. And you can still have 2 accounts, but let's say you're paying your rent with your eBay money because that's your only income when you're doing it full time. You could still have 2 accounts. You can have a business one, you can have a personal one, but you still have profits obviously at the end of every month or after a couple months. There are profits there, and you can just, people just kind of pull them out. I pull them out, and just instead of reinvesting and growing it, I spent it on personal stuff. And you know what? I don't regret it because it was a good learning experience. And now I know I'm not going to do that again until I'm really ready, until I'm really at the level I want to be to, because I was at a good space. I was not hurt for money. I had very nice things. I could do this, I could do that. But I didn't get to that level I wanted to. It prevented me from getting to that millionaire status, the multi-millionaire status that I want to be at. And not really a status, but the life I want to live requires me to be at that level of income, that level of business, and me celebrating and having the nicer things early prevented me from getting there. But now I have no nice things. I have nothing nice. And we started back from zero, got rid of the truck, got rid of the expensive house rent, and we are living very frugally. And now I have a $4,000 paid for in cash car, and the insurance is $80 a month, and I'm using a hotspot here. We are very tight until we get to that level, and even when we get to that level, I want to keep living frugally and not spend extra money that I don't need. I feel like I'm not a materialistic person like I used to be, and I know it's more personal, but that does affect a little bit, and I just want to keep growing my business, and because my business is like my baby. It's something I want to see grow, and I want to see it flourish, and I want to take it to levels I can't even imagine. I have an image of it, but I want to take it higher, right? But I want to always live frugally and always just keep reinvesting. And if it gets to a really big business, then screw it, right? Who wouldn't want that? But it's sacrifice. Like I'm sacrificing like the nicest things I had, which were comfortable, which are nice. But now those are cut out because I wanted to get to that next level. So that was a huge mistake. But we are learning, and we're still. I'm 27. I'm not too young, but I'm not too old. So right now is the perfect time to make that switch and kind of start from scratch. And I'm really happy with my decision, guys. So I'm being like vulnerable, like I said, but I'm being real. Like no one's gonna be as real as me on YouTube right now. So drop a thumbs up, comment, or consider subscribing, because I'm showing you guys my flaws, my mistakes. The last thing that was pretty much a mistake as well, that came to the money part, when I was taking profits out of my business and spending it on personal stuff. The second thing was, while I was doing all that, I was also growing way too fast before I really knew what I was doing with eBay. I was doing electronics, which electronics is very hard when you're trying to do 800 listings per week. And it is very hard to have quality control, make sure everything is tested, make sure everything is working for the customer. We were moving way too fast, a lot of negative feedbacks. We were investing heavily on product that I probably shouldn't have bought. So it was thousands and thousands of dollars per month. I think one month I spent $20,000 on product, and I was making a lot back. I was still making a lot of profit, but if I would have just maybe gone a little slower and grown a little slower, not hired people as quickly as I did, for sure, and then mixed in with the personal stuff, it would have been a totally different business. And like I said, guys, I'm learning. That prevented all that stuff prevented me from being at the $1 million a year, $2 million a year, $3 million a year, and that's why it's not easy. You know, this stuff isn't easy to get to that level, but I'm seeing the mistakes that I made, and I'm trying to correct them. I'm trying to change for the better, for my family and for myself. You know, but yeah, guys, I was like buying tons of racks, tons of extra boxes. At one point, I had like 5 of these rows, 4 rows down. I was buying like 1,200 pieces per week of electronics and just listing them up. Like, this one works, this one doesn't. Not really testing everything, getting a ton of negative feedbacks, ton of returns. Quality control was very minimal, and that was not good. I want to have quality control now. I want to make sure if a shirt has holes and is faded or has a stain, we are not listing it. If a shoe has a hole or a stain, we're not listing it. We're going to be picky, and we're going to have systems and processes here at Active Apparel Zone, so where we have something that is messed up, we can do something and monetize it somewhere else, maybe sell it at the flea market or wholesale it. But we want to have quality here, and we want to make sure that we have a happy customer. If there is a mistake on something, we get it taken care of right away. Check messages right away, customer service, all that stuff. Back in the day, I wasn't even looking at my computer on the weekends, you know. Now I'm 24/7 replying to messages all the time. It's a lot of stuff. We're still growing. I want to be a a business of on eBay that lasts 15 years strong. First 5 years, it was showing signs of greatness, but there were flaws. But now we're gonna tighten those up, and now we can really take off. Now starting from ground zero, new product, everything, and I think we can really get to that next level. I think I did $800,000 on eBay in my first 4 years, so it was good. But 200,000 per year on eBay is good. Like, most people want to get there, but it's really not that much, guys. Half of it is gone immediately with the eBay taxes, the fees, and when the tax man comes. And that's $100,000 a year job, which is really good, right? But with the personal stuff you're looking at with rent, food, how crazy it is, then you're left with maybe 60, which is really good still. But honestly, I can quit my job and go make 100,000 right now in my old career. How hard I work right now, you know, I don't want to be working this hard to make what I can make at another job. I need to be working way harder. 200,000 a year in sales is not 200,000, right? It's not 200,000 clearing the bank at the end of the year. That's for damn sure. So I definitely need to be making a hell of a lot more money, because I have a certification right now where I can go to Texas, or even here in the Bay Area in California, and I can make 100,000 and not have the stress of having a whole business. And I could just show up Monday through Friday and make that money, right? So I have to make this worthwhile if I'm going to be doing this as a business. So I got to make the best of it, and the year's going to pass by no matter what. Why not try to make as much money as possible? So yeah, guys, just kind of give you an insight of my mistakes, my flaws. Just know I'm not that guy yet. I want to be that. I'm going to be that guy, but I'm learning. You guys are learning with me, and I hope you guys can accept me for that, and you guys can. I want to be the person on YouTube that does eBay that is honest and shows you guys the come up. There's a lot of people that are already showing what they have done in the past. I'm going to show you guys from the beginning how to get to the top. And I don't even know how to get there, but we're going to figure it the fuck out, and we're going to grow, and it's going to be badass. So these are the flaws. This is honest. This is raw. And we're going to get there, guys. And I want you guys to grow with me. If you guys want to grow with me, guys, if you guys want to join up with me, I have a Facebook group that I just launched. And basically, guys, I have been getting a lot of direct messages on Instagram and emails with a ton of questions. Like, it's actually getting a little overwhelming. I don't mind. I still reply to all of them. But we are now at 9,000 subscribers, guys. I want to thank you guys so much. But we are getting to that point where it's getting a little difficult. So I started a Facebook group, and I am doing it through Patreon, which is $19.99 to join per month. I'm going to try to add as much value as possible. I'm going to be adding a lot of extra videos that I'm not going to be posting on YouTube. I'm going to be probably doing like 4 per week, actually, which is a lot. I'm only posting 2 videos per week on YouTube, but those, it's going to be like 3 or 4 videos per week added to the Patreon that are never going to go on YouTube. And it's going to be mainly calls through Zoom with a bunch of people from the group, and any questions they have 24/7, I'm going to answer them. And whoever's in the group, we can chat it up and help each other. And we can also, anyone that's in the group, if you guys send a message at any time, unless I'm asleep, which I only sleep like 6-7 hours, anyone that's in there, I can reply to them immediately. I'm always on my phone. I'm always making sure everyone's taken care of. And you guys can join for $19.99. I know I'm charging, guys, but it is getting pretty hard to reply to everyone. We're at 200 followers only on Instagram, but I feel like I have a high engagement rate. Those 200 are engaged followers. Like, I get questions all the time, and we're at 9,000 subscribers, guys. Like, I can't believe it. We're headed to 10,000. So if you guys are new watching, consider subscribing. Help me get to 10,000. But yeah, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Follow on Instagram, activeapparel.com, to enter the giveaway for this Harley Davidson jacket. Next video, we are saying who won. So this is the last chance. Enter to win. Catch you guys later.